This is the actor's algorithm, and I'm Connor Callahan. I created it, and so I'm going to run you through really quickly how this works and let you know into the specs of this system. So this is all based on getting back from an action statement back around to the same action statement. Now, why is that important? Because whenever we're on set, it's not enough that we just do what we're supposed to be doing or use the words that we are supposed to be saying, right? There has to be something within that's causing us to use our words. That's going to cause you to be in the scene, to accomplish what it is that you're trying to accomplish. And that's extremely important. And what I've created, I believe, can help you do that effortlessly. So the actor's algorithm, again, starts with the action statement. The action statement is a present participle plus an adverb plus a preposition plus an identified noun. Sounds complicated, but it's really not, because the way that this works is, let's say that we are running frantically back into the ocean. So this statement is going to leave you with questions. The first one being, why am I running back into the ocean? Obviously a great question. And the reason why is because of your backstory. This is the context of the scene and what's happening right now. So this is the first layer of you getting into the moment, right? This isn't about becoming a character. This is about getting in the moment and behaving. So naturally, we need to know what the backstory is, okay? So within this, I do have a system that you can use, which is establish, detail, specify, highlight, and introduce. It creates 4 sentences, but that's not something we really need to get into right now. We're gonna get into that in another video. Link is above. Now, what you need to do in this moment is you just need to know what your backstory is. So just say what your backstory is off the cuff. I'll make one up kind of right now. So my backstory for this is that I decided that I wanted to take the family to the beach, right? And it's Saturday, so I check the weather in the morning. Weather's good. It's meant to be a great day. So I load the car, get the family in the car, spouse and my young child, and I drive us to the beach. A little bit of a long trip. I get there, unpack everything, set up at the beach, and we're there enjoying. So it was hot, it was hot, and I took a second to just go jump in the ocean to cool off, okay? And so I get back out, and we're not gonna be there that long because, you know, as my child's young and we don't need to be spending the entire day at the beach. So I pack everything up, and about that time I start looking for my key. So I go to my backpack and I look in my backpack to find my key, and it's not there. And then I realized that the last time I saw it, it was in my pocket, and that I forgot to take my key out of my pocket before I got in the ocean. That's the obstacle. That's the dilemma right now. So that is why I am right now running frantically back into the ocean. Okay. Now from this is going to give us something that we need to know, and that is what we're convinced of. Okay. What you're convinced of is a subject, a verb, a direct object, and an imperative phrase. So this is not speaking in regards to your direct want or need yet at this point. This is speaking about the what's causing you to have the emotion that you're feeling, what's gripping at you right now, thinking of that key being in the ocean, and why it matters and why it's of the utmost importance right now. And this is what you're convinced of. This is what you believe. And that would give us, we need the key to get home, right? So we need the key to get home. My spouse and my young child are waiting out on this ocean, right out on the beach. It's hot. Where we really need to get back. And now I just realized that key is in the ocean, right? And so this gives us the motive, and the motive would be an imperative verb, a direct object, and an optional explanation. Okay, this is extremely important for the character, and this is save us from being stranded at the beach. This is what's running through your mind in this moment as you're thinking of, if I don't find that key, then this is going to happen. This is what you're trying to avoid by right now running frantically back into the ocean. Okay? And this builds us up to our legitimate wants, needs, and this is going to expand into something a little bit farther. So this is really interesting. So from this motive of saving us from being stranded at the beach, well, I want to find that key to get us out of here. So I need to go search for that key in the ocean. Therefore, I have to run and look everywhere in the like in this area of where I was swimming, or hopefully it washed up, and therefore I'm running frantically back into the ocean. So all of this is going to build up to that feeling of the moment that you're in and living right before we say ready and action. Because if you're focused on anything other than this, then the lines that you're saying aren't going to come out correctly. You're going to be giving line readings because in this moment, if I'm having to run frantically back to the ocean and I take off and I hear my spouse, yelling out like, "What's wrong? Where are you going?" My reaction is going to come from, well, there's a probably panicked energy coming from me at this point because of this. Yet at the same time, I am not trying to freak her out. I'm not trying to alert her to there being a problem. So my lines might come from the point of, no, it's okay. I'll be right back. Just one sec. No, just one sec. Right? I'm not trying to give this away that I've lost this key, right? So you can feel the energy of, then all of this builds. So throughout the scene, as this transpires and as this builds up, this would then build again into, as we're going, so once you get back up to the top and you're using this, once you get to the ocean, it would then turn into something different. And that would still build us into the same scene. So once you get back from running frantically back into the ocean, then it could be searching frantically in the ocean. And you still have this. That backstory would keep it the same. We need the key to get home, save us from, but the only thing that would really change at this point would be I want, I need, I have to, therefore searching frantically in the ocean, right? So I want to find this key. I need to dive under the water and try to find on the bottom of the ocean, or in the sand. So I have to search frantically in the ocean. So that's your overall of what's happening. So everything has to build all the way back around, and it isn't until that the scene transpires in the way that it might, whereas if we don't find this, then you're walking back up to my family, and then that's where the backstory would change a little bit, and then you have what you're convinced of, everything might shift slightly. So it's this revolving, and you're building these in the scene. But even if you only have one that is taking care of the entire scene, you can still see how just connecting with this first moment can build you through the entire scene and play out, because you don't need to be thinking about anything while you're on camera. You don't want to be thinking about anything on camera. You want to be connecting. You need to use your words, and this is what causes you to use your words. And this is the actor's algorithm. So this is something that I think is crucial for every actor to understand and utilize starting out. This is going to help you tremendously. Thanks for hanging out. If you want to learn more about how to develop your character and create characters, there are tons of videos on this channel, so click around.